Hi guys, welcome to Souls No Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your Karmic Completions reading for whenever it is that you're tuning into the channel. Welcome, 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 and I hope you're all doing really, really well. Right, we've got one card out already. Can't quite read it, so we'll keep going until we've got a few more. And we'll see what the messages are for this week. Any more messages for the collective, please, Spirit? Any more messages for the collective? That one wants to come out, and that one. Aye, aye, aye. Right, okay, let's see what we've got going on. Know thyself. Then this was the next one. Rejection is your protection. And then we've got karma never forgets an address. Aye, aye, aye. Right, okay, bottom of the deck. Ugh, I can get them all up. Wow. Set yourself free. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, let's leave that there. Let's go and grab some tarot. Know thyself. Show me this energy, please, Spirit. What is know thyself all about? Even though, before I even start, it feels like to me, you're being asked to know who you are. As in, outside of your physical body, outside of, you know, the key identifiers that we as human beings identify ourselves as. This is like getting to know the essence of who you are on a spiritual level, outside of our ego, outside of our meat suit, outside of, you know, who we've been told that we are. Because there's something for you to see here with this rejection is your protection. There may have been something that didn't come to pass. You may have been rejected, whether that was in a relationship situation, a job situation, a family situation, whatever. And we've got to set yourself free at the bottom. So it's like it almost feels as though you're looking at something wrong. You're looking at something incorrectly where you may be feeling rejected. What is happening is you're actually being set free. Or you're being asked to set yourself free from a situation. And it's like if this is an intimate relationship or just with somebody else, it doesn't even have to be intimate. But we've got karma never forgets an address here. So it's like as you release, as you let go of holding on to what doesn't want you or what is not in your highest good, what isn't for you. It's like you step out of the way. I say it all of the time. If you're focused on your healing, if you're focused in this energy of getting to know yourself on a deeper level, you sort of step out of the way for karma to come in and reset the scales. Everything in this universe needs to be balanced. I keep saying it, and these karmic readings brings that out even more so. Oi, oi, oi. We've got the devil, we've got the page of pentacles. Right, show me rejection is your protection. Show me rejection is your protection. That went into the reverse, both of them. Oh, right, okay. Six of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Right, show me karma never forgets an address. Show me karma never forgets an address. Hanged Man. Oh, God, that flew out. We've got the Six of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Right, okay, let's move these over. Those two were there and these two were here. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? The Magician. That was in last week's reading as well. Right, I don't know if you can see that last card there, but we've got them kind of spaced out all over the place. Let's stick it there. Right. Know thyself. Page of Pentacles and the Devil. We've got a lot of earth energy here. The Devil is Capricorn energy. The page of any particular suit is all of the elements of that suit. So all of the earth signs here. So Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus energy. So as I was saying, this is about getting to know yourself truly deeply, connecting with the earth. Now, for some of you with this devil energy, it can speak about being tied to a situation. It can speak about feeling as though you've got a lack of control within a situation. It can be an energy of illusions. It can be an energy of enslavement, like I say, being trapped or not being free. For some of you, this could be addictions. It could be a lack of self-control that you have. I don't really know. But then it's come out next to the Page of Pentacles. Now, all pages is very youthful energy, so I don't know. Like I say, there could just be a lot of maturing or growing up that needs to be done. I'm saying looking beyond these 3D characteristics of who you are. Like I said, the Devil card is very 3D. It's very ego-based. It's very ego-driven. Like the Devil would be consumed with sex and lust, and you know, it's all the addictions. It's shopping. It's overindulgence. It's too much food. It's sugar. It's coffee. It's whatever. But it's all in excess, if you know what I mean. So it may be that you may be asked to grow up from, to recognise, to look at what is keeping you back or holding you back from a particular situation. Now, Page of Pentacles, if we think about it, it speaks about a young energy, like I say, being the student. I don't like how it's come out next to the Devil, though. I don't want to say being a student of the Devil, because that's like fucked up. But I see this as you being willing to learn. Whether this is being willing to learn, like I said, about who you truly are, and not accepting that just these 3D aspects are who you are, this 3D meat suit, your flesh suit. The things that your ego is telling you that you want and you need, or like I said, the characteristics or identifiers that we generally fit into, whether that's race or gender, you know, cultural things. Because we're more than that. We're more than that. I think it's important when we're younger to, you know, to be able to identify or belong to a group. As I said, yeah, because the pages are young. But as we grow, as we mature into the fullness of who we are, we can't be limited or bound by or tied to just those interpretations of who we are. For those of you that are serious, like on a spiritual journey or in the midst of a dark night of the soul, then it's understanding that we are spiritual beings that are having a very human experience. It's not the other way around, you know. We're not human beings that have a spiritual experience. We're more spiritual than we are human. I don't want to talk about it and make it that deep, but you know, once we transition from out of this world, our soul still carries on. So how real is this 3D experience that we're having? That's the small part of who we are. The essence, this is, I mean, getting to know yourself, the essence of who we are is so much greater than that. So it feels as though you're being asked to go on this quest, this journey of seeking out information, seeking out knowledge. Because like I say, the pages are always a student of something. So it would be, you've got to nurture yourself, whether it's out of your addictions, out of this 3D perspective or perception of who you are. You're being asked to set yourself free here and look at the strings that are on the Devil's, you know, he's holding on to this character. So there's something that you need to set yourself free from. It could be of your own making, it could be environmental, it could be cultural, it could be gender-based, it could be race-related. I don't really know, but there's something that's holding you back, or stopping you from stepping into the fullness of who you are. So there's something that you've got to be a willing student about, prepared to invest the time, the energy, the effort to get to know yourself. And it takes time. You know, your identity as you know it right now, depending on how old you are, I've got no idea. But it's taken that long for you to solidify that identity. So it may take you equally as long to get to know yourself, you know, in the other direction. It's an ongoing process. I don't feel it ever stops. I don't feel that it ever stops. Right, let's move on from that. Rejection is your protection. 6 of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's something here of the past that didn't work out. 6 of Cups is the past. The fact that it's in the reversed position. It wasn't good for you anyway. You may not have seen that at the time. But the 6 of Cups in the upright would be like fond memories, you know, sentimentality, reminiscing about the good times. In the reverse, it's like almost too much focus, too much emphasis, too much being stuck in the past. So whatever it was that you wanted to manifest that didn't work out, it may have been a new beginning. something solid, a new job, something financial, a relationship, a commitment. I don't really know. But as it says there, rejection is your I can't get the words out. Rejection is your protection. Whatever it was, it didn't work out because it wasn't meant to be for you. It wasn't going to bring you the outcome that you imagined or potentially wanted at the time. And a lot of that has got to do with because you are not who you thought you were. You may have wanted something at a point in place where you didn't really know who you were. So had this manifested, had this come to pass, you wouldn't have wanted it anyway, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, whatever you didn't get, whatever didn't work, whatever didn't grow of the past, it was for your protection. You weren't meant to have whatever it was. And it's going to be so different for everyone. We've got so much earth energy here though. And earth, like I say, is linked to the things in this material world. It's health, it's practicalities, it's money, it's jobs, it's people, things that you can put your hands on. So it could be anything. But if it didn't manifest and for a long time you were ruminating on the fact that something didn't work out, it wasn't meant to be for you. And as you grow into who you really are, you get a clearer idea. I laugh as I say that because I don't think we ever have a fucking idea of what is meant to be for us. I surrendered to the universe a long time ago. I'm like, yeah, I'm a really shit picker of things. So you can bring me stuff and I will filter through it. But I'm not actively going after anything other than work opportunities right about now. But anyway, I digress. Then we get Karma Never Forgets an Address. And that's deep. That's deep. So if whatever this Six of Cups, Ace of Pentacles that you wanted that didn't work out, or that you felt rejected from, or that was pulled away from you, or that never manifested into anything, if this was a relationship or a person or a family, we've got 15 is the Devil card, so that reduces down to a 6. We've got the 6 here with the Six of Cups. And 6 is an energy of relationship, of commitment, partnership. It can be an energy of family as well. It feels as though, like I say, as you go on this quest of getting to know yourself better, of releasing what you were tied to in a very unhealthy way, and making a commitment to your growth. It's so funny because I just did the Ancestral Voices reading, and Perception and Growth were the first 2 cards out in this deck that set the theme for the reading, and I feel that it's a bit of the similar theme. They seem to do this every week. But yeah, it's like there's a perception shift that's required here so that you don't see yourself as being rejected from this opportunity. And I'm not saying to say that you're to go away feeling that you're better than this situation was. You've just grown, or you're being encouraged to grow beyond it, to set yourself free from it. Then we've got the Hanged Man, 6 of Swords and a 10 of Cups. We've got a 6 in each section of this reading. A 6 in each portion. Hanged Man, card number 12, Major Arcana, reduces down to a 3. So this is the growth that was in the Ancestral Voices reading. A shift in perception is required here with the Hanged Man. It may be voluntary, you may be choosing, or your circumstances may have forced you or pushed you into a position where you have to take a time out, where you have to sort of spend time in solitude, or where you have to, change your perspective. Like I said, this could be voluntary, it could be forced, but it's a time out, a period for you to gain some sort of enlightenment, and this enlightenment is about getting to know yourself. I don't know, depending on which side of the coin you're on, this enlightenment, maybe you shifting your perspective and seeing your part in something too. If you were the one that rejected an opportunity from somebody else, I don't really know who I'm reading for. But somebody is going to get a recognition, whether you or the person that you were dealing with that rejected you in this instance, somebody is going to get a perspective shift that karma hasn't forgotten them. It almost feels as though I'm seeing it in two ways. what I said still stands. Somebody may be getting a perspective shift about their I don't know, their actions in relation to something. This new beginning, why something didn't get off the ground for you, then they're going to be held in some sort of standstill. But karma isn't always innately negative or a bad thing. So for those of you that make this choice to go on this quest to get to know yourself, to free yourself from something toxic, to take control of your life, to change your perspective about what it is that you've been rejected from. Oops, I've just pulled the bloody wire on the camera. It's like you get to move towards happier times. You get to move towards happier times. The Six of Swords is about moving away from a choppy situation, from a mental conflict, gaslighting. Could even be a narcissistic situation. We had the Five of Swords in last week's reading, I'm sure, and we've had it in the Ancestral Voices one that I just did. And the Five of Swords comes before the Six of Swords, so you're moving away from something that was mentally challenging. You may be gaining a perspective or a new perspective about it, and you're now sort of in a position where you're like, you know what, I'm moving forward. I don't want to be attached to this anymore. I know that I'm worth more than that. It's time for me to set myself free from what I have been attached to. And what you thought, like I said, was going to be this Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, a new tangible start that you could build with somebody else, hasn't happened. But you moving away from this situation, don't think that the people, like I say, if this is somebody outside of you that has done this or contributed to this, they're not going to get away with it. But there is something about, as long as you're doing your self-work, you're going to be moving into happier times here. With the Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment, emotional contentment. So where this didn't work out, like I said, you were being protected from something because you're moving towards what is truly going to fulfill you on an emotional level, the more that you get to know yourself. Right, we've got the Magician at the bottom of the deck, which is all about manifestation. It's all about you having all of the tools at your disposal. There's usually like a person with a table and they've got a pentacle, a wand, a sword, and what's the other one? A cup all in front of them. So that would speak about you having a new perspective on each of those elements. So emotionally speaking, mentally speaking, spiritually speaking, but then what's the one I've missed out? Well, basically a new perspective in all areas of life. And it's when you get that new perspective that you're able to manifest from a new place. So what you choose to manifest is going to be for you, if this is making any sense. Six of Wands, victory. Yeah. So you're going to manifest something that's going to make you happy, that you're going to perceive as a victory or some kind of success, but it comes after something that you did want doesn't work out. And you may not have known that at the time why it didn't work out, but it's leading you to somewhere where you're meant to be, or something that you're meant to have. But you had to free yourself from something first. Right, let's grab some of these. Right, okay. Oh my God. Bittersweet. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. You understanding that this rejection was for your protection is bittersweet. It's like nobody wants to think that, but we don't see how things are going to unfold in future. Right, okay. Dissipating. So something's waning. Something's on its way out. And then we've got expansion. I want some more. We've got lots of cards on the table. Alright, let's see what we've got. Soulmate. Growth. Okie dokie. More creation. Finally, let's get one more impartiality. It didn't like, well, let's see if it comes out again, but it turned around in my hand. I'd rather it fall out completely. Right, okay, we've got faith and prayer and one on the floor. And it came out again. Right, we've been 20 minutes, so let's run through these quickly. Bittersweet, dissipating, expansion. So it's like these feelings of bittersweetness that you've had are slowly dissipating. Like I said, it's like you're coming to an understanding, a realization, you're seeing things differently. This shift in perspective that you're having is allowing you to let go of this feeling of despondency or of bittersweetness. And it's leading you towards your expansion. The expansion, I get like Empress card energy from there. She's pregnant with the earth. And I've spent a long time talking about how there's so much earth energy in here. So that expansion could be you connecting to nature. It could be you getting to know yourself on a deeper level, stepping into the fullness of who you are. But whatever it is, it's leading you towards a soulmate. And for some of you, it's like this soulmate, I'm going to say, it's going to sound so, but this soulmate may not be somebody outside of you. As I say, with this getting to know yourself, it's like you may fall in love with who you truly are. And the more that you do that, the more in alignment the next soulmate, relationship partner, business partner, job situation, friendship, whatever, however it's going to show up. But the more in alignment that soul connection is going to be in you, with you, the more you get to know your own soul. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of this, and getting to know yourself. You're a soul first before you're human. And that's just the truth of the matter. Then we've got growth, creation and faith. So as I said, this situation was meant to grow you. You're going to grow from this, whatever you're being rejected from or whatever you have been rejected from. It's causing this self-work, this dark night of the soul, this shadow work that you need to do. And that's only growing you into the better version of yourself here. We've got creation, so it almost feels as though that's like a rebirth. I get Empress energy from that all over again as well. So it's like you're able to birth a new version of yourself, shed an old skin, shed aspects of your ego that are blocking you or stopping you from, whether it's having trust and faith in yourself, trust and faith in people outside of you. As I say, as the relationship with yourself strengthens, so too do all of the relationships outside of you as well. Then we've got prayer, and impartiality fell out again. I can't believe it. I was like, if it wants to come out, it will, and it did. So we've got this prayer here. So next to faith, I'm thinking there's a real need for you to, whether it's if you are religious and you actually pray to a God, continue to do that. If you're spiritual, or however it's taken form for you, it's like, I'm just getting, with this, bittersweet, it's like turning lemons into lemonade. How do you get to that place where you can have this bittersweet situation, but you make the most of it, you make the best out of it? It's through shifting your perspective. It's through that hanged man energy. It's from you gaining some sort of enlightenment, connecting to your higher power. It would be through an energy of stillness. So it could be meditation if you're not a prayer person. But if you do pray, pray. If you don't pray, find another way to be still. Find another way to connect with your higher power. Find another way to gain a sense of enlightenment here. And it's going to get you out of this feeling of impartiality. Even though I feel that this impartiality in this respect is really good. It's balance. Well, that's what I'm getting from this card. It gives me like Justice card vibes. Because like the scales here are being balanced. So it's like when you're not being pushed or pulled particularly strongly in any direction, that's the best place for you to be. Is impartial to how things unfold. Or impartial to when, you're dealing with situations that are bitter as fuck. That's how you turn them into lemonade. Is through your faith and being impartial and knowing, well, everything happens for a reason. Rejection is my protection. Karma never forgets an address. It's those kind of statements that keep you level, that keep you balanced. And like I say, they don't tip you into despair or despondency. But they don't tip you in the opposite direction where you're just being, having stupid levels of what's the word? I don't know what I'm trying to say. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Right, let's grab this deck and see if there's any final messages in here. And we'll wrap this up. But yeah, Karmic Completions reading. So it feels as though this is what needs to be completed here. whether it's a soulmate relationship that didn't work out in the past. Like I say, we've got soulmate, we've got Six of Cups in reversed here. We've got card number 22, yin yang. So that's like balance of masculine, oh my gosh. Balance of masculine and feminine energy. And card number 30, the garden and the gate. Okay, that's enough. Oh my gosh. Oh, I actually thought it was a different one. We've got woman holding a coin and man holding a heart. So it very well could be, like I say, a new relationship that's coming in. So if something didn't work out in the past, you were being protected from it. And the more that you get to know yourself and the more that you balance out your inner masculine and feminine energies, you've got this yin and yang card here. And it's like making up the peace sign. So it's like that internal peace, that internal balance, that internal impartiality that I was talking about. You're not leaning too heavily in one or the other. It's like you're a perfect blend of both energies. Is what is going to allow you to step outside of where you felt comfortable, even though if this set yourself free, it's like you're being asked to release yourself from where you've been penned in, as beautiful as it may appear to be. It's like growth is on the other side of that. Expansion is on the other side of that gate. And then we've got woman holding a coin and man holding a heart. So we've got some sort of match here. Soulmate energy, I don't know, counterpart energy, divine relationship energy. But there's something coming in, and that may be your karma from going through this situation, from dealing with whatever you've had to deal with in the past, balancing yourself out. As it says there, karma never forgets an address for the good as well as for the bad. So that your reward, your karmic reward, may be a relationship partner that is actually your equal. Right, and I want to read number 22, yin yang. Let's see what we've got going on here. Because I swear we've had like a lot of yang energy and a lot of moon energy that came out in the last reading. So it says this card represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify the particular cyclic energy moving into or out of your experience. In its upright position, it heralds a yin cycle where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. This is a time of great receptivity, intuition and gestation. I don't know which one of these was pregnant. I was like, I'm sure we saw a pregnant belly in one of the cards here. And that is that gestating period where something is brewing. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within. Yes, and we had the Hanged Man here. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It is an especially good time for completion, so wrap things up. Yin cycles often call for you to be passive, yielding and reflective, so open up to these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. Yeah, being more than acting. So that's what I mean. It's you stepping into that spiritual body, not feeling as though you've got to do, go all of the time. There's a need for stillness here. There's a need to pray. There's a need to, like I say, balance your mind, switch your mind off, step outside your ego, be more a human being than a human doing at this time. And things are going to level out. Things are going to level out. And I feel as though you're going to get a lot of epiphanies about things of the past and the way that they did play out, or if you could be currently going through this right now and coming to some sort of understanding. Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you managed to get something from this. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.